Sure. Well, first of all, I'd like to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and there are so many things that we have to be thankful and grateful for. So, for happy Thanksgiving to all. Moving forward, as we continue to grow and build this football program, we always talk about 4 to 6 plays can make the difference between winning and losing. And I think that was extremely evident this past Saturday, and even right down to 2 to 3 plays can make a difference of an entire season. And so these are all great teaching opportunities and learning lessons as we continue to move forward. For our seniors, it's one last opportunity to represent the University of Tennessee. We're going to rely on our competitive character, and I know our players are looking forward for one more game as we close out this year.
First, we have Dwayne Rankin of the Montgomery Advertiser.
Yes, Coach, with the Iron Bowl coming up, obviously two of the better backs in the SEC, Trey Mason and T.J. Yeldon. You obviously coached against both this year. Individually, what makes them difficult? What's the most challenging thing about them when you're trying to stop those two individually?
Well, I think both individuals obviously are extremely talented, but they're very, very explosive. And they're complete running backs. They can not only get you the tough yards, the 2 to 3 yards, the 4-yard runs consistently, but they also have the ability to make you miss and create big plays. So, we always talk about the difference between a rusher and a running back, and they are running backs. They're hard to tackle. They play behind their pads. So we have a tremendous amount of respect for both running backs.
And that's to follow it up. What's a strength, a specific strength for both that maybe stands out even more so than anything else for those two?
Well, I think, with Mason, it's the tough yardage. He has a great center of gravity. He has a great vision. For Yeldon, it's the ability to make you miss, finish runs, create explosive plays.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
This is Maurice Patton of the Tennessean.
Hey, Coach. Earlier this week, Mark Rick down at Georgia was quoted in an article making some pretty in-depth comments about Josh Malone, a receiver who I think is on y'all's board as well. Can you talk a little bit about the development that has allowed you guys to comment more elaborately, I guess, about some of these recruits? And can you talk a little bit about Josh?
Well, with the change in the recruiting structure and the new rules with signing financial aid agreements and so forth, I've been very cautious again of speaking about individuals. But, Josh is a very talented young man and has an extreme bright future ahead of him. And he's definitely a complete football player.
The new recruiting standards, I guess, that allow that, is that strictly for mid-year guys, or do you?
Correct.
Okay. Great. Hey, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next, we have Mike Herndon of AL.com.
Morning, Butch.
Good morning.
I hate to another Alabama and Auburn question, but having faced both of those teams as they're getting ready to play each other, what would you see as the key for either team when they play each other?
Well, I tell you what, I have great respect for both teams. They're extremely well coached. And first of all, I think it should be a great game, and it should be a great game for the SEC. And again, it's another illustration of this being the best football conference in America. But I think both teams have an edge about themselves. You look at the success that Alabama has, and very rightfully so. And then, Auburn has a lot of momentum as well. So I think they expect to win. They have very strong leadership within their football programs, and they have a style of play that they're both extremely physical and they're very tough. And, they may be some different things schematically, but what they do exceptionally well. And, again, they're well coached, and they're very fundamentally sound.